guys, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my throwing shade, I think episode 6, question mark, for this project. This is a project palette Roulette, which I'm doing with the Fantastic Ladies. They'll be linked down below, as well as everyone else who is involved in this collab. So let's just talk about all the palettes I used last month. So I started off using, is this right? Hold on. Okay, so just as a quick recap, in case you haven't watched any of these videos, we do a palette a week, and then on the very last week of the month, you do a combination of all 3 of the palettes, and it actually has been working really well for me. I've been really loving it, and it's kind of been helping me figure out like what I want to pan, what I want to pot, what I want to kind of like move out of my collection or like pass along. It's been great. I've been really liking this project. So for the first week, I used my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye quad in Rust, which looks like this. So these are super powdery shadows. They're really pretty. They're just really, really powdery. I think I'm going to depot them from their packaging and put them in my Z palette because I think they would work better out of the packaging, just because I never reach for that quad. I never reach for it, even though it's so pretty, and I definitely used it this month. I'll insert the eye looks as I'm talking because I don't remember which ones I did when. But I definitely know, like, I did a pretty wide variation with this. I did like these 2 one day, all 4 one day, just the white and brown one day, just the rust and brown one day, just the pink and the rust one day. I mean, like, I got crazy with that palette. The next one I was using was my Morphe 350 Shimmer palette, which I think is still available, but again, I wouldn't recommend buying this huge shimmer palette unless all you wear is shimmer. If you don't wear any mattes, then like go ahead. But yeah. I am gonna depot this as well as my Morphe 350 matte. I just like haven't done it yet, obviously. But there's some really pretty like duochrome shadows in here. There's some really pretty like rich, deep shimmers in here, as well as some really good like inner corner shades and just like shimmer lid shades. I definitely got some use out of this one. I am excited to depot it and kind of like continue working on it. The last week I used the Juvias Place The Magic palette, which looks like this. If you guys checked out my birthday Get Ready With Me, I will link that. I used this palette exclusively. I used these 2 purples and then this pink one, or was it this one? Don't know. And then on my actual birthday, I used this purple and this pink over here. Sorry. And then this light blue silver color in my inner corner. This palette has some like really pretty colors. If you guys watched my, when I talked about putting this one in, this is like a same rust color as that other palette had. But this, like Juvia's Place has really pigmented shadows. It's really pretty. They blend really nicely for the most part. And definitely if you're just starting getting into colors, they're like real nice. They're just real nice. And then right now I'm going to insert some pictures of the looks I did with all 3 palettes. So there was a couple I did, like the one I wore on my actual birthday was with all 3 palettes, that kind of stuff. So I'll roll those in. Okay, so starting off this coming week, so starting really today, but tomorrow, because I didn't wear this today, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I didn't wear this today. I used my e.l.f. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow today. That was like the only thing I wore today. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone Original Palette. This is what I'm going to be working on for the first week. I still think this palette is a classic, even though it is all shimmer. Like, this palette is beautiful. Like, look at this one. That's this, like, bottom one. It's so pretty. It's like Insomnia from Makeup Geek, but it's, like, not exactly that one. Did I swap all these? Ooh, like, look at those. They're just so pretty. Like, I love this palette. I know, like, that it got discontinued and replaced, but I still love this palette. And I never ever reach for it, which is why I'm glad to have this project, because I'm getting to use all these like palettes and single shadows and stuff that I never reach for otherwise. So just a little promo for this project. The next one I'm going to be using is my Too Faced Original Chocolate Bar Palette, which looks like this. As you guys can see, most of these shadows are like untouched. I don't know how I can see that. Like, I've used white chocolate, I've used pink champagne, I've used creme brulee, marzipan, salted caramel. Okay, so I've used some of them, my bad. Okay, so I guess I've used strawberry bonbon for sure. I think that shade is stupid. There's like no pigment to it at all. It just like blends away into nothing. So that's fine. But I want to like get some use out of this project, this palette. Wow, words are hard. Ooh, that's like crumbly. Ooh, and that's just an overspray. Okay, ew, oh. Okay, Candied Violet is a negative. It looks like really pretty in the pan, but when you swatch it, it's just like a really dark purple / black with shimmer. Why? I'm gonna depot that and send it to one of my friends. There's some really dark, rich colors in here. Amaretto's really pretty. That's right there. Doesn't swatch pretty, but it's pretty in the pan. I bet it would look better if it was wet. But yeah, so I'm going to use that the second week. I need to like wipe these off really quick. My hand is getting super stained. And then the third week, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Shadow Box, which I just threw. This is the... yeah, Shadow Box. Sorry, words are hard. What the colors look like. This is a really pretty palette. I like this palette. One of the lovely people from Fantastic Ladies, Nora, actually panned this palette last year. Was it last year or was it this year? I don't know. It was a while ago. But all of these shades in here are shimmery except for the black. And that black is actually a really nice black. But I just want to play with it. Like, there's some really pretty purples. The green is really pretty. I use the green in my Poison Ivy material, or walkthrough, like my Halloween walkthrough. Smog is a shadow that's in other things. Moon Shadow is pretty blue. Like, I mean, the other thing about this palette is, like, these aren't super pigmented. Like, you're not going to, like, fall over and die pigmented, you know? This is Free Love. It's like the pretty orange. Like, these aren't really that pigmented, so you could use this palette at any time. I also have a single of Mushroom, and it's also in this palette, so I want to at least get that shade used up in the next couple of years, because why have a single and it in the palette? Or I'm just going to get rid of one. So... but that is everything for this episode. Let me know down below if you are also doing this. I'd love to know. Definitely doing this roulette, like I said at the beginning, has been helping me. I know that in the coming months with intros, there'll be some more roulette-ish style projects coming to my channel where you're just kind of rotating through your collection and seeing what you like, what you hate, etc. And that is going to be great. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys didn't see my video before this, or actually that might be going up after this, I did get a new ring light, and I can't quite figure out the distance. I feel like I'm really bright right now, but is that okay? Tell me down below. Don't know. Thank you again for watching. Like I said, everyone else will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.